Rising, my babies. I'm here today, my loves, to relay some messages to you all. And a lot of you are already very intuitive, so a lot of you are already feeling this energy, and a lot of you already know, and you're just here for the confirmation. And so I'm here, my loves, to give you all that confirmation that you need today. Your name could be Jasmine, could start with a J, first, middle, or last, place where it needs to go. Okay. But it doesn't have to be. Okay. Know that if you came across this video in any way, if it pops up on your timeline, if you see it and you are intrigued in any kind of way, then click it. Okay. There's no time frames on these videos, my dear friends, my dear loved ones. Okay, you will see this video exactly when it is meant for you to see it. Okay. And a lot of you all are being guided to trust the great mystery of life, right? Some of you may be confused, right? You know your path, but things are kind of like iffy, shaky, if you will, right? You're wanting some sort of confirmation, and it's okay to ask the universe for confirmation, okay? Understand that things are moving slow for you because, or what seems to be slow, because there's a lot of background work. And we've been talking about the background work for a couple of readings now, right? So don't get discouraged if things aren't looking the way you would like them to look at the moment, okay? But heavy Phoenix energy, okay? Heavy rebirth energy, transformation, okay? And I thought that this card was beautiful. I only have two cards right now, but I thought that these two cards were beautiful for me to pick up, because as I was taking out the trash this rising, I've seen a little small spider, and I'm like, okay. So we're transforming, okay? Transformation isn't just something that occurs once in life. It happens multiple times, right? We're always evolving. We're always releasing. We're always growing, okay? And you guys are growing, okay? A lot of you guys are living a purpose-filled life right now, okay? And a lot of you guys are starting to shift more into your purpose, okay? And please understand that when the energy is shifted, it'll seem a little chaotic. It'll seem like you're walking in the unknown, okay? 333 on the clock. But trust the great mystery that is. Enjoy that moment in the unknown. It's like if you watch One Piece. One Piece is one of my favorite shows. But Luffy, he's excited even when he doesn't know what's about to happen. Hi, how are you, Lawrence? But he's excited even when he doesn't know what's about to happen. Even when he's walking through those great mysteries, he still remain courageous, right? Luffy does a lot of laughing at life, and I think we could take a lot from that show, whether it be following our dreams or laughing at the hard times or being courageous and enjoying the tough times, or the times where we're still trying to figure it out, the times when we don't know what's going on. Grand Rising, beautiful. Let's enjoy those moments a little more. Let's sit in those moments a little more. Let's be still in those moments a little more, so we can see where the Most High is trying to guide us. So we can see where our ancestors are trying to guide us. So we can receive the messages that we are meant to receive in order to grow, in order to move out of this energy of unknowing into the known. Okay? I'm going to do some live shuffling now. I hope all is well with everybody. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. Will my phone stay? Yes, it will. Okay? But I'm getting heavy energy on someone knows that they did you wrong. Okay? Someone knows that they did you wrong. Look, Two of Wands. I'm telling you, you guys are on your way. You guys have been planning things. Your ambition is at an all-time high. You're ready to step out here and do something. Stop holding yourself back. Okay? Today is not the day. I mean, this year is not the year to hold yourself back. Okay? So don't hold yourself back. Okay? For some of you guys, you will be traveling. For some of you guys, this will be a group travel, okay? But for some of you guys, your business is going to have you traveling, okay? Or maybe you're just going on a vacation or something. Who knows, okay? But something you've been planning, okay? And so yeah, a lot of partnerships going on here, a lot of growth here, and we've said that before, okay? We've said that before. A lot of initiative. A lot of you guys are taking the initiative that's needed. Okay, heavy Taurus energy, and you don't have to be a Taurus, okay? You could just carry those go-getter qualities of a Taurus. Taurus are very courageous. They're very much so planners, okay? They know what they want. They go after what they want, okay? A lot of you guys need to start tapping in more with your ancestors, okay? Because I'm looking at my beloved dead deck, okay? Or maybe we need some ancestral messages today, okay? Let me grab that deck, okay? But a lot of you guys are a little disappointed, okay? Disappointed because there's a lot of obstacles that are coming about with that star card being in reverse here, okay? A lot of just trying to figure it out. Right? Maybe you're feeling like you've been planning and things like that, and things aren't just going exactly how you want them to go. And I think that's the thing about life. It isn't going to always go exactly how we want it to go. But again, we have to have the courage, we have to have the heart, we have to have the drive to keep going, even when we don't see um the success or the abundance that we desire, right? It's about staying grounded, okay? Root chakra energy, but staying grounded even when things are not going your way, right? One of the comments that I got the other day, and I haven't had a chance to respond to her yet, but one of the comments that I received the other day, this lady, she was like, I'm making the changes and things like that. However, I just don't see it manifesting right now. And hold on to that vision. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, we're not always going to see what we want to see starting out, right? The Most High has this beautiful way, this crazy way of showing us who we are, right? What we can get through, or the things that we can overcome, as long as we stay grounded, as long as we stay purposeful, right? Some jasmine tea. Some of you guys just need to take it light, okay? Page of Cups. Somebody's going to come in with some sort of message, okay? But I'm hearing like this is business related, or this is like somebody's going to come in and help you, okay? This is a messenger bird that's coming to assist you along in your journey, okay? Someone that is going to magnify what you already have. They'll help you to create more, okay? So this could be a friend, family member, you know, a friend or a family member that's coming in to offer you some sort of assistance, okay? And again, I'm seeing this crowd, I'm seeing the crab, but I'm seeing the star. So take things easy because your wishes are going to be fulfilled. You know, your desires will be fulfilled. But again, don't give up just because things are moving a little slow right now. Okay? The table, the table is being set. Okay? Enjoy the peace. Enjoy the slow moments. Okay? Enjoy that and know that your tribe is coming. Okay? I want to give thanks to my fine divine ancestors. Thank you for these messages. Thank you for the peace. Thank you for the grace. Okay? We got driver out here. Okay? That landed right on top of that star card that was in reverse. Okay, so a lot of you guys are running into obstacles, or maybe I'm seeing an Aquarius. Okay, but I'm seeing a Aquarius in, like, I don't want to say their low vibrational state. Okay, but like this Aquarius, honey child, y'all know how Aquarius is. When they don't get their way, they can be just like very in your face, like just pissed off at everybody. Like, I want my way, okay? If they don't get their way. Okay, so things are not going, don't be upset if things aren't going your way. Okay, truly sit with self, okay, and say, am I being what I need to be? Am I putting in the initiative? Right? Am I really putting in, am I really doing my absolute best here? Okay. Have I connected with the people that I needed to connect with? Have I sat with the people I need to sit with? Grand Rising. Have I truly done the work? And I think that is one thing that holds us back, right? We'll be manifesting, or we'll be wanting something so bad, and we'll be doing this, doing that, but we're not truly giving it our all. 12:23 on the clock when I say this, okay? So give it your all, because you can't be upset if things aren't going your way, right? If you are not 12:34, if you are not doing what you need to do, right? If you are not giving it 100%, you can't be mad at nobody but yourself. Your angels, the Most High, your spirit guides, your intercessors, whatever you want to call them, okay? They're only going to intercede so much, right? They'll lay out the confirmations and synchronicities out here for you day and night. But if you are not doing the work, if you are not sitting to say, hey, what lessons do I need to learn from this? If you are not sitting with them in the rising to say, hey, like, this is what's up, then you can't be mad at nobody. Okay, but you do need to know that things are working out for you. Okay, they are working out for you. Okay, some of you guys, y'all need to go to what you know. Okay, pray. Okay, pray, tap in with your divine self, okay? But also know that there is no savior outside of self. Nobody else is going to save you, okay? Nobody else is going to save you, okay? Maybe some of you guys have strayed away from your religion, whatever religion that is. Y'all know it's all truly one and the same, okay? But some of you guys have strayed away from what you believe, okay? And some of you are being give me more about that haunted card. Some of you guys may be seeing people in your dreams, right? But people that are no longer look, the chicken card, but people that you're no longer associated with. My dreams have been crazy lately, like super duper crazy, right? But these are people. These are people that you have no ties to, Ashe. And we're being brought right back to the message of some people are wanting to apologize. See, whether you know the huge shift that you made or not, you're shifting. You're growing. You're elevating. Okay, and people see it, people sense it. Some people are like looking from other pages and things like that. Okay, this could be exes, this could be family members, this could be friends, ex-friends, but they're not giving you your roses. I am here to give you your roses and tell you good job, friend. Good job, friend. Because elevating isn't easy. It isn't an easy thing. It isn't easy, okay? But this person is thinking about you. This person, look, Ace of Baskets, this person is wanting, is seeking you out. They're wanting your energy again. This is somebody that may have did you wrong in the past, in whatever sense that may be, okay? And now they're truly wanting to apologize, but their ego is not going to allow them to apologize. Their ego is not going to allow them to apologize. See, you changed some things around. Okay, not only within self, but within your life as well. And this could also, and I'm getting like, this is why things are moving slow right now. Okay, you guys are shifting. You guys just shifted some sort of energy. You guys have just went through a major shift. Okay, and I think that's why we were getting the message of slow down. Because when you shift and you shift so quickly, like how you did, because you are a divine alchemist, because you are a divine ascended master, okay, you can shift shit like this, okay? And see, when you're shifting energy, it takes energy time to align with that shift, right? Everything happens in divine timing and perfect timing, Ashe. And it takes the energy a little bit of time to align back with that shift, okay? And so, but us, because I do it too, right? I will shift something major in my life. And but because I'm a Capricorn, right? And because that's just me and my nature, okay? Like as soon as I shift things, I want to see it happen right then. I want to see the production right then, right? I need, but again, it's moving at a slow pace for a reason. Okay, the energy is trying to catch up with you, with where you are. But no, I'm seeing a cap blow off. Like this energy is going to blow the caps back on motherfuckers. Okay, but and I'm kind of like talking low because my family is still asleep, right? But and I'm about to head out to the community garden. But somebody is truly about to blow here, okay? And you don't have to be a celebrity or anything like that to blow. You could just be blowing. You're about to blow up in your field. You're about to blow up, on social media, something like that, okay? But know that the energy is aligning to where you are. Give it some time, okay? When you're having self-doubt or, imposter syndrome, things like that creep in, say your affirmations. I am strong. I am wise. I am dedicated. I know that the energy is shifting for me. I know that everything is working out for me. Okay? Because the energy in the background is very much so for you. I'm just seeing things being moved around like a stage play. Y'all know how like in a stage play they have to move. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of background action going on. Um in order for that play to be successful. I'm thinking on that play energy. Okay. Know that you are the main character, okay? And whatever energy, literally whatever energy we're sitting in, this is the energy that we created. This is the energy that we helped co-create, whether the energy is favorable or whether it is not, okay? 1919 on the clock when I said that. But we have to be mindful that whatever energy we're sitting in is the energy that we created. But you are aligning body, mind, soul, and purpose. Heavy, sharp, heavy heart chakra energy. I was about to say sharp energy. Okay, you guys are going for blood. Okay, you guys are following those goals, those dreams. Okay, you guys are beyond the ordinary. Okay, your path is different. You feel different. Why? Because you are different. You are different. You carry a light like no other. The number 43 is very significant. Okay, 43, that's 7. Okay, that's luck, that's change. Okay, that's you, like literally walking in your purpose. We got ears wide open, but it's in reverse. I need you guys to tap in. Okay, 33 is on this card. Your ancestors, your angels, your spirit guides. Okay, those ascended masters that have not reincarnated yet, they're whispering in your ear. They're giving you the blueprint, I heard. But you have to listen. You have to take heed, okay? You can't just watch tarot readings and things like that and then just go about your day like there was no guidance given. Okay, watch these messages and truly do the work. Like when you go and you get your consultations and your readings, whether it be from people like me or other people, right? Make sure that you are doing the work. When these people, like, for instance, I give homework when I do rituals and things like that, because there's things that you have to do on your end, and then there's things that I want you to see on your end. And so they do homework, right? Because I can shift the energy, but I need you to be able to keep up with it, right? So I teach about that. And so do the work. Listen to your spiritual advisors. And if you don't have a spiritual advisor, if you're someone that, you sit with self and you flip your own tarot cards, make sure you're taking heed to those messages, right? Maybe pluck you one card a day or something like that. See where that energy is and move in that energy. Okay? Move in that energy. Okay. We got quieting the mind in reverse. Okay, so a lot of you guys are dealing with a lot of distractions here. Okay, a lot of distractions. Some of you guys need to meditate more. Okay, sit with yourself more. Go into hermit mode is what I just heard. Okay, but pull away from the distractions. We got a lot of stars out here, so it's a lot of, like, once you do this work, this inner work, okay, then you won't have to worry about that. Look, stars again. Okay, opening to discovery. See, you guys have the keys. You guys have the master keys. The master keys. But until you realize how strong you are, until you realize how powerful you are, until you stop going back to certain situations that do not serve you, then it like you'll be stuck. You'll be stagnant, okay? But you are meant to be of great service. Of great service to the universe, okay? But most importantly to yourself, okay? Don't forget about the service to self, okay? 23:33 on the clock, as we said that, okay? A lot of three, a lot of three. 3-2, 3-3-3, 3-4, okay? A lot of divine assistance here. Look, they're trying to get your attention. Your ancestors are trying to get your attention. You need to give more attention and pay more attention, right? I'm seeing the blowhorn, okay, but it's giving what, Archangel Raphael, okay, the trumpets, okay. Your attention is needed. Y'all need to tap in, because I'm seeing someone sitting down at their altar, okay, with candles all around them. Okay, a lot of and see, that's the thing, a lot of people, they talk about it, but they are not about it. They don't really sit at their altars and things like that, like how they should. Okay, some of you guys have a story, a story that would blow people's minds, a story of growth, of healing. You guys have been through a lot, and this is why your soul is called to be of service. That is why. Some of you guys are being called to share your story, to open up the floodgates, right? People will be amazed at your story. People will be like, wow, I don't even know how she did it. I don't even know how she did it. But telling your story is not only going to help you grow and help you realize who you are, or maybe you just need to write down your story. Maybe you don't want to share it with the world, but you need to remind yourself of who you are, of the things that you've overcame, of where you're going, of the reason why, right? But this is not going to heal you, but it will help to bring in some sort of tribe, some new opportunities, some success, okay? And maybe it will be because you do know yourself, right? Because when you know yourself, you move accordingly, right? You don't try to force anything or anything like that. It just is, right? It just is. I'm hearing you are the diamond in the rough. Look at that. The Fool card and the Ten of Wands. It's time for you to step out here and be you. It's time for you to stop caring about what other people have to say. Stop caring if you look a fool. Like, it's time for you to step out here for you. It's time for you to be authentically you, to express yourself how only you can. Okay? Yes, yes, you are. You are. You are very, very strong. And see, and this is why your story matters. This is why. Okay? But it's time for you to do things differently. And I love that because they're like, every time you step out here and you show the world, listen, this is me. This is what I have to offer, right? This is what I have to give. It's like the 10 of Pentacles always follows that. The universe can't bless what is not you. You know, as long as you're faking, as long as you're, not being true to yourself, you will never receive all of the blessings that are meant for you. Okay? It's like an overflow will happen as soon as you stop being worried about judgment about other people. Okay? As soon as you let ego go, okay? As soon as you put in the time, the energy, the effort, as soon as you start applying the lessons, applying that information, right? Because a lot of you all are like academically blessed. Like, some of you guys were peer mediators. Some of you guys were amazing writers. Okay? Like, you guys are very, very smart. Very, very smart. Some of you guys need to maybe get back into reading or something like that. There's something with a book, okay? Something with a book. Some of you guys are feeling alone, and you need to know that you're not alone, okay? Heavy male ancestral energy here, okay? Maybe you guys lost your father or lost an uncle or something that was very significant to you, okay? But you need to know that he's here with you, okay? Start incorporating a little more self-love care into your daily routines, okay? Start saying yes. Start saying no, okay? Saying yes to the opportunities that align with you, no matter how nervous you are, no matter how scared you are, right? But then also being able, confirmation burp, to say no. To say no when you need to say no, right? Be a giver, but don't give to the point where it is draining you. Okay? Don't, don't, don't give to the point where it is draining you. Okay? Okay, yeah. Heal the heart. Heal that heart chakra energy and let things go. Some of you guys are holding on to some things, whether it be pain, whether it be the things that people told you you couldn't do, or whatever that case may be. Okay? But you have to let that go. You have to let that go. Grand rising, beautiful. But you have to let it go. Even in the smallest of magnitude, right? Because sometimes we'll have big things that happen to us in life and we'll be like, oh, I let that go. Not realizing that there's little things that you need to let go of too. You know, you need to let go of the people that said that you couldn't do something when you were younger. Let go of that mindset. Okay? See, because when we are children, right, we feel as though, oh, I can do whatever I put my mind to. I can fly. I can be a superhero, you know. But as we grow older and the adults in our lives tell us, oh, no, you can't do this, or hey, no, don't do this, do that, you know, we are taught or programmed into thinking, okay, well, I'm not going to do this. This may be too scary, right? Whether it be them putting their limitations on us or whatever the case may be, right? We have to break free from those limitations. We have to go back to that childlike mindset and we have to at least try it. At least try it. If you like it, great. Give it another go if you feel the need, okay? And if you don't, hey, at least you tried it, okay? But doing little things like that, having little adventures like that, not only will it heal that inner child, but it'll let grown adult Terry know, like, hey, I can do whatever. Hey, this does make me happy, right? Maybe you need to do some things just because it makes you happy, okay? Which is that act of self-love, okay? Because self-love is more than just buying yourself flowers, taking yourself out on a date, going to get your nails done, going to get your hair done, but it's that soul healing as well, okay? It is that soul healing as well. And so I think that's why we're always reminded to tap in with our inner child, right? Do the things that you wanted to do that your parents wouldn't allow you to do when you were younger. Okay, go out here, get your feet wet, y'all. I'm about to pick up another deck, but go out here and get your feet wet, okay? Mm. We got the messenger card right here. Okay, we got the blue flame as well. Okay, I told you guys have went through some sort of activation. Okay, you guys are always growing. You guys are always growing. You guys are always elevating. And now you're being asked to just give that energy time to emerge with you, right? Give that energy some time. Give that blue flame time to integrate with who you are, with you, where you're going, with your story right now. Okay? It's giving rest. I'm seeing the Four of Swords. Rest, restore, right? Use this time that seems like a void, right? Which is truly just creation, right? The opportunity to create. When you have nothing, that is an opportunity to create. Ashe. And so use this energy of feeling like you're in some sort of void to create, to bring balance, to bring harmony to self. Okay, that's that Christ energy. Okay, give reverence, say thank you. You know, thank you for life. You know, water your garden. Okay, take care of yourself. Okay, I told y'all somebody was wanting to say I'm sorry. But apologize to yourself for the things that you've done, to yourself for the things that you've done to others, things like that. Okay? A lot of you guys are being uprooted, completely uprooted from a system in which you thought had your best interests, and now you're realizing, wait, the world truly don't give a fuck about me. Or maybe this is a singularity energy, like just someone. Okay, and I'm pulling out my heart's hidden secrets, because there's been a heavy energy of someone wanting to apologize, somebody wanting to apologize, but their ego won't let them, okay? Because you're withdrawn from this situation here. You're no longer giving it any energy, you know? I just seen a card, y'all. Y'all seen that? Okay? Because you're nourishing yourself, okay? And this person already knew, like, once you walked away, there was no coming back, right? They already knew that. They just, I don't know, something in them didn't believe it, okay? Maybe at one point in time, you was very infatuated with this person, because we have obsession, but we have it in reverse. So maybe you were once infatuated with this person, or maybe at one point in time you were addicted to this person, like, even when things wasn't going right, you were like, well, I'm going to give you another try, or I'm going to see, you were someone that gave them chance after chance after chance, right? But you're no longer in that energy, because you're in this energy of peace. You realize how beautiful you are, right, inside and out, how kind-hearted you are, and this person was taking advantage of that. Okay, yeah, you guys had no foundation. Okay, you guys had no foundation. Okay, and you could have been feeling like, it's giving two different people on two different pages. You could have been feeling like there was some sort of established energy. Meanwhile, they were playing around, child. Okay, you got commitment out here. For some of you guys, look, and this isn't the first time commitment has came up today, because as I was getting myself prepared for the day, and I was walking out of my bathroom, I seen a ring, right, and it looked like a little engagement ring, and I was like, right, and then as I was listening to my message for this rising, it said the same thing. So somebody could be about to open some sort of commitment, okay? And it doesn't have to be commitment to a person. It could just be commitment to your path, right? And because you're going to be so committed, the possibilities are going to be endless. Endless. You're going to feel like you're flying, you know? And like I was telling, I see adventure and I see risk. You're very much so open to adventure right now. You guys take the risk. When your body is like, oh no, I don't want to do it anyway. Do it anyway. Okay? And I'm telling you, you guys have had some sort of activation within that solar plexus energy. Okay, heavy solar plexus energy. Again, you guys are realizing who you are. You guys are realizing the power that you carry. Okay, and because of this, you guys have incorporated some sort of boundaries. Look, people cannot fuck with your boundaries. They can't fuck with your boundaries, right? You have drawn a line. If you put a brick wall up, and you're like, if you don't mean me any good, then it's a no, right? If you don't mean me any good, then it's a no. I told you guys yesterday, you guys turn your pain into purpose. Okay, you guys turned your pain into purpose. You guys turned your pain into power. Y'all did that. Y'all did that. And because of that, you guys are living in so much joy, so much peace, so much satisfaction, that's why your boundaries are so strong. Because you're like, listen, it took me a long time to get here. Right? Because sometimes, even when you know better, you don't do better. You still make mistakes, or you still try to give people the benefit of the doubt. But now you know better and you're doing better. Okay? And this is why you are that unstoppable force. This is why you carry that big dog energy. This is why you're shifting things just by opening your mouth. You can, it doesn't take you 2, 3, 4 months to shift things. You shift energy in days, in a moment, snap, in a snap. See, it's hard for people to figure you out, right? And that's why some of these people are kind of nervous about coming to approach you and apologize and things like that, because you carry that light and dark energy so well, right? You are the light that came out of the darkness, right? Whether that be, you just going through crazy shit as a child, as a teenager, okay, is what I heard. And being that angry teenager, I know I was an angry teenager. I had things going on in life, and my ego didn't want to see, what it truly was. Of course, we didn't know then that this is just life, right? Life just has these crazy twists and turns and things like that, right? But you carry that energy, that duality so well, right? That child, listen, people don't know how to come to you. This jasmine tea is so good. They don't know how to approach you. Okay? They don't know how. But it's like, listen, you can either get this light, or you can get this Queen of Swords energy. It's in 4114, okay? It's mirror energy. Okay, you are a divine vessel who can mirror people so well, right? Like, you come in all the time with love, with honesty, with truth, with respect, for everyone, for everyone. But once people start to show you, like, wait, or this could have been in the past. Now, once people try to show you now, you be like, bitch, now I'm about to show you who can do it better. Right? Get this work, that part. He's like, baby, I'm about to show you. You thought you could do this. I'm about to show you I can do it better. I can do it way better than you. Way better than you. Right? Like, you think you this. Let me show you I'm next. Okay? But now, like, now you don't even waste your energy. You don't even waste your time. You realize that that's just a waste of energy, because your ancestors, your intercessors, they gonna get them regardless. You ain't even gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta mirror nothing, nothing. But even when you do, it's like a shock to them. They be like, "Wait, I didn't know she was like this. God damn, why she do me like that?" For some people, that's how they tell them, "Dang, why she do me like that?" It's a lot of energy of being talked about after that shift, right? People are talking about you. Okay, but let me tell y'all something. The people that's talking ain't got nothing on you. But they never do. They never do. Right? They be out here confused, hurt, right? See, you left somebody in the cold. And not even you left them in the cold. They just wasn't aligning with who you are. You tried to get them chance and chance, but they just wasn't getting it. And so you left, okay? Seven of baskets energy, okay? They had options and you said, bitch, I ain't the one. Okay. They caused a lot of cloudy headedness, a lot of confusion and things like that, right? But then again, I'm telling you, y'all start tapping in with your ancestors. You start tapping in with that personal power. Okay. For some of you guys, that was an initiation process. Okay. That was an initiation process. You overcoming that energy. Okay. You overcame that energy. Look, your life is a canvas. Baby, create. Create. And it's bringing up something about creative accountability. Okay. Again, if things aren't going the way you want it to go, if things aren't appearing as you want them to appear, then you have to sit with self and you have to say, what am I doing, or what am I not doing that has me in this energy where I feel like I am stagnant? And I tell you guys this all the time, and I'm going to continue to tell you this. Stagnated energy is still energy that is still moving. It is just looking for a direction. Okay. So sometimes when you're sitting in this state, not sometimes, all the time, when you feel as though you, and I'm seeing 444, okay, when you feel as though you're in a place of stagnation, you truly just need to redirect that energy. You truly just need to sit with self. Maybe you need to do a little more. Maybe you need to do something else, try something else. Okay? But never give up on your goals, on your dreams, just as Luffy. Okay? Luffy ain't letting nobody come in between his dreams. Okay, he not letting nobody fuck with his friends, and he not letting nobody come in between his dreams, right? But you are a child of the cosmos, and there's so much sacred wisdom, sacred wisdom that lies within you. You can tap into the Akashic records. You can tap in with your angels, your spirit guides, like that. You can tap in with the Most High, like that, right? A lot of people see spirituality and they run from it because they're thinking, oh, we're speaking to angels and demons and shit. You know, we're having conversations with the Most High and all of his intercessors and all of these divine, fine, ascended masters like Isis, like Oshun, like Orula, like Obatala. Okay? We're tapping in and we're having conversations with the creator, right? And people don't know how to take that because they've been always taught that you can't do that, right? The creator is something that is outside of you, right? Child. But listen, a lot of you guys need to let go of them coping mechanisms, okay? Let go of those habits, okay? And just jump in, see your habits and things, and it could be, it could be people as well. Okay, you know what your habits are, you know the things that are keeping you hindered, that are weighing you down, right? You know all about the things that you put off to the side because you're doing this certain thing. That's a habit. Okay, remove the habits and jump in into that energy, jump into that void that will then become all of this creative, beautiful energy of light. Okay, say yes to change, say yes to adventure, right? Make that an adventure. Okay, you releasing those habits and things like that, make it a game. Say, hey, look, let me see what's going to happen if I stop doing this for a while and I start actually putting the energy into where I want it to go, right? What's going to happen? Get your journal. Where your journals, y'all? Where your books at? Where they at? Okay, start writing, start creating, start writing your affirmations, saying your affirmations daily. Okay, start doing that for yourself. Okay, I love y'all. I have to head out. I've actually been on live, and so now I am running behind, but we'll be back later, y'all. We'll be back later. I love y'all so very much. Again, we're live almost every rising. The only times that I am not live is when I have ritual work to do. So I haven't been live these last couple of days because I've been completing rituals for clients and things like that. Okay. So rituals, readings, all of those great things. I'm also a guided meditation facilitator, okay, and a yoga instructor for my beginners. Yes, turn your notifications on because people be asking me, they're like, when you go live? I can't give y'all a specific time because I'm just, listen, I just go with the flow, okay? Some risings I get on here and I'm on here first thing after my meditation and after my yoga. Sometimes I'm cleaning up and doing other things. Sometimes I'm sitting with my ancestors. I'm praying. I'm doing the ritual work and things like that. So it's very you just gotta, like you said, you just gotta have your notifications on. But guys, and then I want you guys to go check out my Patreon, okay? Because I have this amazing blessing water that I curated and that I put on there for free. You guys can make it yourself, okay? So go check that out. You guys feel like you need a spiritual cleansing, and it ain't even really have nothing to do with feel, okay? Because we always need to be spiritually cleansed, okay? To be washed anew, okay? And so if you feel like you need that, or when you feel like you need it, please go to Patreon and download that link. I put it in a PDF file so you guys can literally download it, and now you always have it. Share it with your friends, share it with your family members, curate it for your friends and family members, okay? That's why it's there. I also have a roll opening ritual on there. I have a summer solstice ritual on there. I teach you guys about different herbs and things like that on Patreon as well. So go check that out. My Patreon is that hoodoo lady 333. Okay, you guys can find me on Patreon. Okay, and then I also wanted to know, and I'm glad I have someone that's always commenting, Miss Copper Shakti. Okay, but what are some of the things that you guys would like to learn that I can? Okay, Berin. Definitely my friend. Okay, but what are some of the things? What is something that you guys would like for me to post on Patreon today? Now, it can be rituals. It can be about a certain herb. It can be about whatever. Okay, I'm actually, I have to still figure out Patreon. I'm still trying to learn it, but I do know that there is a section where you can like chat with the people that's following you and things like that. So I'm going to open up a space. I would love to do like a live Q&A on Patreon or something. I'm just waiting until I get some more followers and things on that, okay? But go check it out, y'all. It's there. All of the information is there. Some of the things you do have to pay for, right? Like I think the summer solstice ritual you have to pay for. Okay, the roll opening spell, you do have to pay for that, okay? But know that I also do collective rituals and things like that. And then again, once you pay for it one time, now you have it forever, okay? Because you can download the PDF files, and I highly recommend you guys um printing them out or writing them down in your grimoires, because every ritual, every spell, every herb that I put on there, it's not something that I'm just putting on there to take up space, okay? This is something that is tried, that is tested, that is true, that I know will work, okay? And so I'm extending all of that to you. I hope that you guys all take advantage of that, okay? Become a free member, okay? You can also pay for things separately, or you can become like a monthly member. My monthly membership is like $10. You pay that, you get access to every last thing on there. It doesn't matter. Now some rituals I put on there is like 33, 33, 22, 22. But if you pay that $10 monthly fee, you get all of those things for free, okay? For free. So I suggest you guys doing that versus paying for everything that you want to pay for just separately, because it'll be so much more money if you do that, okay? But again, become a free member, because I am always posting stuff for the free members, whether it's about a certain herb or just a certain ritual, like the blessing water that's on there for free. Why? Because I feel like everybody deserves to know how to cleanse themselves the proper way, right? The proper way. And so, yeah, the information that I feel like you guys need for free, I put it on there for free, okay? But I love you all so very much, so very much. If you guys would like to book me for a personal reading, you guys can do that by following me on Facebook, or you guys can contact me on TikTok. My Facebook is Carrie Wilson. You're very, very welcome, beautiful. Um, and then my TikTok is that Hoodoo Lady 333. Okay. So yeah, go check it out. Alrighty, again, contact me for your rituals, your readings, all of those beautiful things. Okay, share this video with someone who you feel aligns with this energy, right? Your heart space will tell you. A lot of you guys are always like, well, how do I know? Because you're listening to this message, okay? Or you can just even ask yourself afterwards, who is this message for? Right? Who else can I share this message with? And your heart space will tell you, and you share it with them, okay? But share the energy. Do something amazing for somebody else today. And one way being that, because not only are you doing something amazing for me, you're doing it for somebody else as well. You're also feeding them that energy that you just fed yourself. That you just said, that's yummy. I'm going to eat that up. Give it to somebody else. Now, I love y'all. I got to go. Peace.